Hello, children. Today I want to tell you a little bit about my favorite book. But first I want to ask you a question. What would you do if one day a man showed up in your classroom and asked you and your teacher and your friends if they would be willing to hide 10 children that were being hunted, that would be killed if they were caught? Would you be willing to do it even though you would put your life in danger? Well, in this book, called 20 and 10 by Claire Hutchett Bishop, was published by Puffin Books in New York, New York in 1978. In this book, a man comes one day to ask these fifth graders if they would be willing to hide children. Now, these fifth graders are living in the countryside of France during World War II because it's dangerous to live in cities because bombs are being dropped, and so their parents sent them with their teacher, Sister Gabrielle, to live in a house in the countryside. One day they're playing in the yard, and Sister Gabrielle comes out and says, "Children, children, come in, come in. This man is here and needs to ask us a very important question." And so the man asks the children if they would be willing to hide 10 Jewish children, even though their lives could be put on the line and they could get in a lot of trouble if they're caught. And Sister Gabrielle says, in the beginning of the book, "The Nazis are looking for those children," said Sister Gabrielle. "If we take them in, we must never let on that they are here. Never, even if we are questioned. We can never betray them no matter what they do to us. Do you understand?" And the children did, and they agreed to take in these 10 Jewish children. And so they share their food, they share their beds, they get along with the children, they play with them, they take care of them, and everything goes really well. And one day, Sister Gabrielle says, "Children, I need to go into town. Can I trust you to stay at the house by yourself? Because it's very far away and we don't have a car." And they say, "Of course, Sister Gabrielle, you can trust us." And so she says, "All right, I'm going to leave you lunch and then I'm going to go into town." And the children say, "Okay." And so they play in the front yard, they eat their lunch, and then all of a sudden, a little boy named Henry sees two bicycles coming down the road. And as they get closer and closer, he realizes that it's Nazi soldiers, the Nazi soldiers that want to kill the Jews. Just two of them, but they're coming. So thankfully, earlier that week, Henry, Denise, and Janet found this cave behind the school that was hidden by a huge rock and couldn't be seen unless you fell into it. And so Henry ran the 10 Jewish children back to the cave so that the Nazi soldiers wouldn't see them. When the Nazis arrived, the children were just playing casually in the front yard like nothing was wrong. And they said, "Children, come and listen to us. We believe that you are hiding Jewish children, and you could be in a lot of trouble if you don't tell us the truth and tell us where they are so we can take them away. We have already put your teacher, Sister Gabrielle, in jail, so do not play with us. Tell us the truth." Are the children going to tell them the truth? Are they going to hide these Jewish children so they're not killed? Or are they going to turn them in to the Nazis? Well, you'll have to read my favorite book, 20 and 10, to find out. I hope you will, so you can discover what happens.